Today it's time to wrap all the hand-knit Christmas presents. As you might know, if you have watched my podcast in spring this year, I took the advantage of the lockdown to knit many Christmas presents early enough. And this experience is so good and was so good that I really want to start making Christmas presents next year as soon as this year. I'm already planning and thinking about the presents for 2021, and I can suggest and recommend you to do the same, because it's stressless, it's fun to knit the presents throughout the year. You are in Christmas spirit, you can think about what to gift without being in stress, and you can knit all your love or crochet all your love into the projects for your friends and family. For me, the wrapping of the presents is very much fun. I really like to give presents away, and it's really, without lying, more fun than receiving presents for me. And I always think about the experience, and if children are in your room now, then please pause and say them they have to leave the room, because I have to talk about Santa and the Christ child. So if the children are away now, I can say, when I was old enough to know that not the Christ child brings the presents, because where I come from, it's not Santa Claus, it's the Christ child himself bringing the presents on Christmas Eve. So when I was old enough to know that my parents are buying the presents, I was allowed to help my mom wrapping the Christmas presents. And I can still remember one year, it was very lovely, it's a very beloved memory for me, that we sit in a tiny room, the Christmas room, and where we were wrapping the presents together, and we were listening to the radio, and the radio show was for let's say Marines, so soldiers on ships who were abroad during Christmas, and they were greeting their family, and that was very, very lovely to hear these soldiers reaching out to their families via radio. And during that we were wrapping the Christmas presents and listening to Christmas music, so my mom and I, and that was very lovely. I love to think back to this very precious memory. To write the Christmas cards is another very important thing for me. I like to copy the gospel, so some verses of the gospel you hear in the church on Christmas, so about the birth of Jesus Christ, because that is what Christmas is about for me as a Catholic. And I like to add some Christian pictures or cards to the normal Christmas cards you can buy in the store, because I don't want to forget about the main reason why we, my friends and I, are celebrating Christmas. This specific Christmas card I have bought last year, shortly before Christmas, in a monastery that is very, very close to my heart. It is called Niederaltaich. It is in Bavaria, and for me and my boyfriend it is a very, very special place, because that's where we have met the first time after we knew that we love each other.